YouTube, it's Darth Haranoth again, and this time I'm bringing a review of XCOM Enemy Unknown. XCOM Enemy Unknown is a sci-fi strategy game for the PC, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and iOS, which has just recently been, well, I think it's been recently put onto iOS. What is XCOM Enemy Unknown? Well, it's a remake of the 1994 title of the same name, but also UFO. Well, some areas of UFO, which received critical acclaim across the world. Well, not a best-selling, but a critically acclaimed game. And as you can see, I'm playing on the Xbox 360 version, which I would recommend playing on the PC version due to being more strategic and more maneuverability. So, what's XCOM about? Well, obviously it's a remake to the 1994 title, of where mankind is at last stand, in a way. So technically aliens have invaded Earth, and a group of nations known as the Council, which includes obviously great powers such as the United States, Russia, China, France, Germany, Great Britain, and some secondary powers such as Brazil and Argentina, Mexico and Canada even. What they formed a council, well, are funding the XCOM project to counter this threat. And don't be wrong with me, this is a great remake. Even though there's slightly, well, it's slightly not better. Well, I wouldn't say it's better than the original, but when you think this is actually a good remake, in a way. Not only that, it includes single player mode and multiplayer modes, which multiplayer probably being the strong point of this game mainly, but obviously single player is more like of the original XCOM. Multiplayer is especially fun, and I would recommend anybody who bought this game to do an online multiplayer match with their friends, because it's actually quite fun and also quite strategic as well. But I'm not here to review the multiplayer, but I would recommend it. So, as you can see here, I have played XCOM as it came out, and to be honest with you, this is, well, an epic remake. So let's go to my latest autosave. Sorry if the connect's bugging you, by the way. Right. As you can see, this is the XCOM HQ. And here's, well, a globe of the Earth, mainly. What's good about this game is the benefits you will receive throughout. So first things first, let's get into the situation room. As you can see here, these are the member states of the Council. And these are crucial. The member states are actually crucial to, to continue funding the project. As you can see here, I'm gaining $921 or whatever Sims money, which it looks like in The Sims, monthly. And as you can see here, countries such as Mexico, Brazil, Egypt and Russia are at high levels of risk. And if that goes red, they have a slight high chance of leaving the council. This is what they call the Doom Tracker. And as you can see here, red bars over here that indicates how many member nations have left. If that maxes out, then game's over, in a way. The aliens have won. So how can you counter this? Well, first things first, you can either go or save, do missions for the council, or stop in terror, which aliens would attack cities and massacre, which are quite hard, but they are quite challenging, but it does give you a lot of benefits. So if I go into the hangar here, you have to not only that, put jets in certain areas, for example. What's disappointing there is that you can't control the jet as you could in the original, but it doesn't seem that awful strategic, and it just feels a waste of time. But obviously, if you take down a ship, you can get resources such as alloys, which you need to construct weapons and all other sorts. But anyway, what's interesting about XCOM is the soldier list. Now, soldiers in this game are crucial for counting aliens. And as you can see here, this is a high level soldier I have of Sarah David from Israel, nicknamed the Wolverine, and as you can see here, she's been on 14 missions with me and she's killed 31 aliens. Now let's go into the abilities. Now, each soldier has a specific class, but what's disappointing, you cannot choose that class. The game randomizes what class they can be. As you can see here, she's a assault. In other words, she can she can equip shotguns and well, she's mainly a close range specialist in a way. As you can see here, she has a special ability called run and gun, which allows firing or using Overwatch after dashing on the turn. In other words, you get turns this game. Well, in other words, that she can use run and gun, go to the places with that's all 2 turns, and select Overwatch or Fire in a way, which can be quite useful if you want to defend or, well, take something out fast in a way. As you can see, the loadout is quite basic, as you can see. Currently she can equip a plasma rifle, a light version, but because she's a close range specialist with a shotgun, I'm not intended to equip that on this character. Now that is a heavy class, and now that they each have their own different customized with, so it's quite interesting mainly. Now that you can also purchase some sort of traits in a way, or benefits. For example, you can increase your squad size to 5 and 6, which are crucial when you think of it later on in the game. And they can be quite useful in a way for traits. For example, if I go onto Iron Will, soldiers will receive a larger will bonus each time they are promoted. And what will does, later on in the game, you will gain psionic powers. So in other words, you can, instead of wasting weapons, you can actually use your mind and kill soldiers. But the problem is they have to have a high will in order to gain that ability. I know that's quite... I wouldn't spoil anything, but you would need it later on in the game. Now, what's interesting, you can actually see the troops that have died, and as you can see here, these are well, the troops that have been killed in battle. As you can see here, Corporal Sofia Malakova has been on 3 missions with me and has 7 kills, and her last operation was Operation Fade-In Ring. Well, I had a lot of men or women or whatever, or soldiers died on 2 missions. Fade-In Ring, Devil's Moon. Now you can also hire soldiers, but what's this point? You can't. It randomizes with their race, gender, and nationality, and you can hire a total of 99. But they also cost about $10 each, which is quite cheap when you think of it for a soldier. Not only that, you can actually construct weapons and all sorts of facilities, which facilities you obviously need to construct. And as you can see here, areas with pluses, in other words, are called adjacency bonuses. So in other words, say now if I have a satellite uplink here, and it gives me 2 satellite uplinks, but because I built another one right next to it, or below it, I get a bonus 1. In other words, each satellite uplink gives me 2 satellites to put up on the orbit, but because I got 3, that gives me a bonus 2, so that was I got 8. And as you can see here, you're going to need to keep an eye on your facilities in terms of power and alloys. As you can see on the upper right, I'm not sure if you can see right on the TV because I'm recording with a fucking crap camera, but let's not get into that. Now you can research projects such as this. These are the projects. Later on, the projects will seem crucial to development, and now you can actually research the archives. This is what I researched so far, which obviously it's quite interesting in a way. And not only that, what's crucial about this game is events. As you can see here, in one day, which is June 17th, 2015, at the moment in the game, I would have completed a drone autopsy, and I would have had a ship transfer to South Africa. So, let's skip ahead. Now this is the crucial part of the game, is where you wait for enemy attacks. And as you can see here, I got satellite uplinks across US, China, India, Japan, Australia, Nigeria, France, Great Britain, and that's it mainly. And what it means, they can easily detect ships in that area, and plus it lowers the risk level. So if I current scan activity, and as you can see here, I have aliens terrorizing an area. So, and as you can see, it tells you the difficulty. What's disappointing is later on in the game, they'll obviously just say difficult and very difficult, while the game's just like easy, normal, which kind of makes sense. The more the game progresses, the harder it gets. But they should have focused more on in terms of difficulty. Now I can send a Sky Ranger or ignore it, but because this is a review, I won't have enough time to gain everything. So the combating system in this game actually is a turn-based in a way, and it's really, really, really fun and enjoyable and strategic. So this may be a crap review, but this is XCOM Enemy Unknown. Well, recently they're having the XCOM Enemy Within, which is an expansion for the game, and you can get it now on Xbox Live, but you can't buy it individually. You can probably buy it on Steam yet again. But would I recommend buying XCOM Enemy Unknown? Yes. It's if you're a strategy player, then yes, this is probably a crucial game for you to play. Well, it's not as crucial as the Total War series or the Major Empires, but it's a very strategic and fun strategy game, and plus online on here as well is especially fun. So, how would Darth Haranoth rate this game? Well, currently I would give this game a 9 out of 10, but due to some minor things, that kind of doesn't make sense to the game. I'd probably give this game an 8.75 out of 10, which is not bad for a game. Like, it's really not that bad. So, especially with the expansion pack, which would probably blow it away, where you can have mechanized soldiers, and knowing that the enemy also gain mechanized sectoids as well, which kind of keep it more strategic in a way. Like, so, Darth Haranoth signing off, and this is my game review of XCOM Enemy Unknown.